Okay, welcome back. Our next guest has gone viral for his hilarious and very accurate portrayals of baseball commentators. Take a look.
And as we head into the bottom of the 8th inning here, it's time now for the Uber Eats deliveries of the game. Well, as we head into the bottom of the 8th inning here, it's time now for the Schneiders, the official sausage bun of the Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, would you look at that? It's the
Nick Vassos just reached his 1 millionth like on TikTok, as he even gained the attention of the Toronto Blue Jays. So Nick Vassos is live here in studio with us this morning. Nick, great to meet you this morning. This whole shtick, how did this all begin?
That's a great question. I mean, first of all, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. Yeah, like a lot of sports fans out there will say, you know, I've been a fan since day one of whatever organization. And to that I say, that's cute. Yeah, that's cute. And I'll tell you why, because shout out to my mom and dad. I love you guys. They named me after the Blue Jays mascot. My middle name is Ace.
Come on.
So from day one,
right.
I had to be a fan. Otherwise, I think we would have had a problem, right?
Yeah.
So I was always a fan growing up. I always just loved watching the game, playing and whatnot. And then for the longest time, my interests have been film and media and these sort of things. So with the hype this team's been getting, you know, I thought this was a great time to sort of merge these two interests. And the response has been unbelievable. Like to see this community kind of rally around me and the whole country practically just comment on my videos and love the Jays. It's been very humbling and just exciting, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to it and I laugh. I mean, it's really funny because you add your spin on it, right?
That's right.
We hear about the Schneider's official hot dog bun or whatever of the Jays. So where do you get like the idea to kind of turn it into a different narrative when you're doing these impersonations?
That's a great question. Well, what I'll say to that is like it's not necessarily an impersonation of someone in particular.
Right.
Right. It's not like a Buck Martinez or someone like that. It's more an impersonation of how they talk and just what they're saying. It's everything around the baseball game that isn't baseball. Right? So if they're talking, it's the bottom of the 6th inning here at Rogers Center, you know. Here's Ernie Clement digging into the plate, a fantastic player if you ask me. It's a great time of year, Jim. The fall colors are falling. The pumpkin spice is in the air. And the boys in blue, the Toronto Blue Jays, are going to get it done in the postseason, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, you know, none of that was about baseball.
Right?
None of that was about baseball.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the game is 3.5 hours long. No one could talk about baseball for that long, right?
Correct.
So I find humor in that, the mundane piece of it, where they just kind of talk about nothing. It's very entertaining.
It's like a lot of time filling, but they've got to make it sound engaging. And like you said, it's not baseball related. You were at the game yesterday.
I was. Well,
two questions. A, were you recognized? And B, your thoughts?
I was not recognized at the game. I was up in the 500s, though, to be fair. So, you know, people were looking down, right? I have been recognized before, and people have been very polite. So I'm very thankful for the fans that I've gotten. But in terms of, sorry, that second question was just...
Like what your thoughts were on the game yesterday?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what I'll say to that, Jim, is, you know, it hasn't been a great one. They looked pretty stiff out there, if you ask me. That 7th inning stretch was more of a chiropractor appointment, if you ask me. It was not looking good. What do you think of that, Jim? Well, you know, Mark, it's been a fantastic ride. Obviously, 2-0 is not great. It's an uphill battle, but let's see what they can pull together. That's right, Jim. Yeah, I know it's an uphill battle, but look, if my 93-year-old Macedonian grandmother can make it up the stairs, that's an uphill battle. I think the boys in blue can get it done in 6. That's what I'll say to that. Yeah, we have fun here. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Anyway, so not ideal.
Do you
but
script it at all? You just completely
completely improv. Well, so it's gotten to the point where now people in the comments will give me video ideas. So like before, when I first went viral, I was on vacation. I had no follow-up. I was like, I couldn't believe it, right? Because before then, my videos were getting maybe 1,000 likes at most, maybe a couple hundred likes here and there. So now I'm getting 100,000 likes. How do I follow it up?
Oh my gosh.
So I was terrified at first, and then, but the more I started doing it, people now are in my comment sections giving me video ideas, and so it kind of writes itself at this point. So if you ever want to give me a video suggestion, you know, I'm always happy to take it, and you can find me on Instagram and TikTok. It's Ace Vassos, ACEVASSOS.
Gosh, that is so cool. Your middle name is Ace.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's wild. And, you know, just listening to you talk, like here with us, you do have a very clear voice. Like,
Thank you.
You could be in radio.
Well, funny you say that. So I went to Queen's University in Kingston, and I actually did 4 years of college radio. So that's kind of where the broadcasting background was. I withheld that before the interview. I wanted to,
Super fast, Nick, because we're a bit tight on time. Can you monetize this?
Yes.
Yeah?
To a degree, it depends. Like in TikTok in Canada, you can't just on the platform itself, but there are other ways to do it. So for instance, I have a Cameo as well.
Okay.
So for like $5 or $10 Canadian, it's pretty cheap. Like you can get me to do a custom video for people, which is pretty fun for birthdays, you know, things like that, shout outs.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that a little bit. And then, you know, if brand deals or something comes my way, or if the Blue Jays tomorrow are like, hey, we want you, then I'll take it.
Okay. Can you send us to break in your commentator voice?
And that's it for us here in the bottom of the 6th inning here at Rogers Center. Thanks to the team at CP24 for everything. The dream team, if you ask me. Sending it off, signing it off. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Nick. That was great. Thanks, man. That was a pleasure. Nicely done. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Nick. Oh my gosh. I loved it. Perfect.